Hey guys, Sabrina here. Today I'm going to be releasing a template as promised. So this is a free template. The link will just be in the description. It'll probably be a link to a Dropbox link. So if you're fine with that, that's all good. So I'm just going to teach you quickly how to use the link in case you don't use After Effects a lot. So when you get the template, you are going to see it like this. Alright? It's going to be at the start of the timeline. It's just going to be a black background. If you scrub through, you can see the animation playing out. So what my plan is to do first is I'm just going to edit the text first. So you just double click on it and then change it to your name. Once you do that, you go back to the black arrow tool, and then what you want to do is you want to go to the end frame here, the keyframe. So you just, how do you find this? You go to the drop down arrow here, and then you go to transformation, then position. Click on this keyframe, and then what you want to do is you just want to press Y to get the pan behind tool, and then click on it, and while clicking press Control and drag it over to the center, and it will snap to there. After you do that, you want to hold down Control and press Home, and that'll center your text. This just makes it so it's in the same spot every time, so you can see that just renders through Sabrina. And now what I'm going to show you is just how to get your artwork background. So what we want to do is we're going to go to steam.design, and once we're onto that site, what we're going to do is we're going to sign in and then pick our background. So I've just got this one here. I'm going to go download zip. I've already done that. And so once we get our zip file, it will look like this. We're just going to drag our artwork center out and drag it into wherever we've downloaded it to. Once we've done that, we want to drag it into your project of After Effects, and then once we've dragged it into our project, we want to drag it down onto the timeline above the background but below everything else. And now we've got it. And I've had a lot of people wondering, how do we render this? People have been rendering them as MP4s, and what you really want to do is render them as PNG sequences. So I'm going to show you how to do that quickly. So first what we're going to do is we're going to go Composition, Add to Render Queue. Once we've done that, just ignore all these ones, these are old ones. Once we've done that, we're going to go to Output Module, Format, and PNG Sequence. Then we're going to click on Output to. Just pick where we're going to put it to. So I'm going to name my folder Tutorial, and I'm just going to name my file tutorial.png, and then render it. So people have been rendering it as MP4s, which can't be imported to Photoshop and has been causing problems. So just let this render out and I'll continue on. So once we've rendered out our animation, we're going to quickly jump into Photoshop here, and we're going to go to File, Open. And then once we do that, we are going to find where we saved it to. So I've saved mine to Client Work, and I saved mine under Tutorial. So Tutorial, and then we click the first frame, then go click the Image Sequence button, and then open, and this composition of After Effects is 45 frames per second. So make sure you do the exact same frames as your composition always to make it accurate. Then we want to go to Window, then open up our timeline down here. We just want to play it through once to make sure it's nice and smooth, there's no imperfections with it, and make sure that it's just good in general. So I think this looks pretty good. So once we do that, we're going to go to File, Export, and then Save for Web Legacy. Once you do that, it's going to open up this Save for Web dialog. It takes a while to load in depending on your computer's speed. And once it loads up for us, we will start. Alright, now it's loaded up. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to make sure we click GIF. Alright, we want to make sure that the file is a GIF. And the settings I use is Lossy 3, 100% dither, 256 colors, transparency, not that it's necessary. And what you need to do is you need to make sure that it's under 8 megabytes, and click looping and options forever. This makes sure that it loops more than once and doesn't stop after one playthrough of the animation. Just going to save it as tutorial, then we're going to upload it to our Steam profile. Then you should be all done. If you have any problems, leave your questions down in the comments,